Michael De Silvas, known as Uncle Mike to the Shields household, but I wanted to share some news for you. A lot of times we go through a lot of things, and we go through problems in our marriages, and sometimes we can't always communicate properly. So instead of talking about things, instead of sitting down and talking to each other, we try to find other ways on how to deal with things. So maybe when our needs are not getting met sexually, or maybe when they're not being met communicatively too, or maybe when we're not really getting the attention that we would like to have from our partner, because of other issues that are going on in the marriage that have been going on for quite some time. Sometimes people will reach out as a desperate attempt to try to get with someone else, so they'll leave that person and divorce them and go for that other person. You know, maybe they're attracted to the person who they're riding around. Sometimes they might have just start picking up somebody to ride them around, and maybe they have an interest or an attraction towards that person that's more than just a friendship. And maybe they're doing that as a way to maybe leave because they're motivated by the money that the person has because they have a lot of money in their bank account. You know, maybe they're interested in the money and maybe they feel more secure with the money. The last time I saw when money could give you security, it can do that, but it can't give you real love. So yeah, you might have security in the money, but the love won't be there because love can't. There's no price you can put on love. So even though you might be with a husband that you may not feel that has a lot of money, but he can give you a lot of wealth in a lot of other ways that money can't always give you. And true love is like that. Sometimes love is hard. Sometimes it's rocky in a marriage. The one thing you have to remember, folks, is in a marriage and a relationship, you have to try hard to be friends and get to know your mate because they're always learning new things about your mate every day. So it's so important to realize that good communication and sitting down and talking to each other about problems, even hard things that you don't want to talk about, you still need to talk about. Because if you don't talk about them, you ignore them and don't want to listen to your wife when she comes to you about a problem or about certain situations that she wants to talk to you, needs to talk to you, you don't listen to her, she's going to end up leaving you for another man. And that could be what could happen here. So don't allow that to happen because, when you create children with someone, it's special. And even if you don't think they have a lot of money or you don't think they can provide for your kids, that's selfish because they've been providing for you and for your kids and for your roof over your head for all this time. So think about that. But remember that love is there always in the relationship. And that love is what brings people and unites people together. And if you really love somebody, you won't leave them for another man because you'll talk to your husband and not allow it to get to that point. So when anybody's in that situation out there that may be thinking about doing this because they find another man more attractive because, the circumstances that they may be in, you know, uh, please reconsider and don't do that. You have a lot to offer as a wife and as a mother to your kids, and it would say a whole lot if you stay with your husband. Don't leave your husband for this other man. If you're thinking about it, don't do it. If you're in a situation you're thinking about that in a marriage, don't do it. Because it doesn't really say much about you leaving one man who had your children and who helped raise your children to go with another, to be in bed with another. So this is my tip. Please think about it, pray about it. I love you. And remember, all this is about love, always. Michael De Silva, shalom. Take care. God bless.